Recording in progress.
Good morning, all of you. Where were we? So we have covered even TDS part we had covered, na? That part we had covered where, which show about disallowances, na? Whether you will be a deductor or not a deductor in the current year, that depends on the last year's turnover, hai na? Everybody? All right, fine. The do we do some very big concept, important concept? Is it okay? Everybody? All of you are awake? No, properly. Huh, everybody? A very important concept I'm doing. Okay, important or you can say a very different one. Ready? 35 AD, do you remember? 35 AD. Everybody. What is 35 AD? Specified business. Correct? Everybody. What do you allow? Pre-commencement as well as post-commencement capital as well as revenue expenditure. Arey हाँ. Except land, goodwill, financial instrument. है ना? Fine. So that we allow as deduction. Now, mainly, importantly, the main difference much will be for what? Capital expenditure. Otherwise, we would have taken depreciation. Agreed, everybody? What am I saying? If you are not a specified business and the expenditure is on capital asset, it is allowed as a form of this depreciation. Everybody okay till here? But the big advantage of 3580 specified business is what, bacho? You get the entire amounts deduction immediately in the same year. You don't have to wait for the amortization or useful life of the asset. Agreed? Yes? So if tomorrow an assessee purchases an asset and takes 3580 deduction, है ना? So the drastically his profit has reduced. Drastically, बच्चों, his profit has what? Reduced. Agreed till here? But if that same assessee sells that asset or disposes that asset, discards that asset, or he buys in the name of specified business but uses it in non-specified business or uses it but to somewhere else. Are you getting my point, everybody? Let us say an assessee has two options. He has two businesses, A and B. This is but specified and this is non-specified. Even if it was you as a person or as a planner, है ना, even you might have thought, hey, let us buy in the name of A but use for B. Even this will come to your mind naturally. Agreed or no? That show in the books, purchases of A but use it somewhere else. Agreed everybody? Otherwise, we have bought here, purchased here, taken the benefit, but later on sold also. So what happens is when you purchased it, you took the benefit of 3580. Arey haan. So when you sold it immediately, let us say, then what should happen? We should reverse the benefit. Isn't it, everybody? We should reverse the 3580 deduction. Now, whenever I say reverse the deduction means what? You have to add it in the income. Agreed or no? You have to what? Add it in the income. Clear? All of you? Fine, everybody. So let's start. Okay. Session 28. Asset is demolished, destroyed, discarded, or transferred. Everyone ready? This we already covered, huh? Section 28. 28 also talks about income, no? है कि नहीं? Charging section. However, but if there is also normal loss in the business, we also take the, again, reference or help of section 28. If profits can be taxed under 28, so even loss, bachcho, we are taking help of section 28. That is a yes, we will take benefit of loss. Take benefit of loss means we will reduce our income. Yes, clear all of you? By taking help of what? Section 28. Asset is demolished, building, for example, like building, destroyed, discarded, that is given up, or transferred to some other party, that is sale. Yes, everybody? Or transferred to some other business. Yes, everyone? But basically, what is important is the asset there now with the assessee? May not be. The asset bachcho is completely extinguished. What did I say? The asset is bachcho completely extinguished. It is now no more there, no more useful also. Alright? Or given up. If the asset is still in existence, okay, check. And that also with the assessee. It is not demolished, destroyed, discarded, or transferred. That is, it is still with the assessee, but it is used for non-specified purpose. Yes, children, all of you? Over here, what it may happen? It is given up. It is the ownership is gone to somebody else, or the asset itself is destroyed. The asset itself is no more there. Clear? In both these cases, what is common? Specified business deduction or specified business. It is not used for specified business now anymore. It is not used for specified business anymore. Agree till here? Arey haan. Okay. So check what did I say? What should happen then? You should reverse the deduction. Check bacho over here. The sum received on account of any capital asset under section 35 AD, which is demolished, destroyed, discarded, or transferred, shall be taxable as business profit. Sum received, okay, everybody, because of any capital asset. It will be taxable as business income even if transferred even but beyond 8 years. Now, what is this 8 years logic? That we will see over here also. It says that you should use the asset for specified business at least for 8 years. At least for 8 years. Now, over here, bacho, in the left hand side, section 28, if it is transferred even after 8 years, okay, still it is taxable as business income. Even if a sick company. Now, what do you think, bacho? What is the meaning of sick company? We have any reference anywhere? There is again a sick industrial unit at sick. Okay. No normal meaning obviously you understand, but it is bacho on the verge of being wound up, or it is not able to pay up if its liabilities also. Okay, it is in a very kind of a bad condition. Okay, sick industrial unit. I'll just quickly show if we have anything over here to see. Just a minute. I think we had this. Yes. No. We had in salaries, if you remember. Retrenchment, I think. Where it was? Was it there somewhere? We had covered that part also, everybody. Okay? Sick industrial units. अरे भाई इसको क्या हो गया आज? Sick industrial companies act. Can you see here, everybody? And just again looking for normal and your understanding only. Okay? Sika was enacted in India to detect unviables. That is, unviable means no more feasible or potentially sick. They may be sick, and help with the revival if possible, or their closure. If it is not possible to revive them, then close them up. This measure was taken to release investment locked up in unviable companies for productive use elsewhere. Are you understanding or not? At least whatever assets, machineries, or building, whatever it is there, it is not giving you anything effectively. है ना? So at least close it down or revive it. It is an asset after all. Whatever you are investing, you can use them. Okay, everybody? Anyways, I hope you got it. So even if a sick company transfers such asset within or even beyond your 8 years, underline the word bacho, beyond 8 years. Sick and beyond 8 years. Will still be taxable as business income. Okay, everybody ready? Right hand side. Pay attention. Very important. If it is not demolished, destroyed, or discarded, or even transferred, it is still with the assessee but used for non-specified business. Clear? Pay attention now. What does 3587A say? Any asset in respect of which a deduction is claimed and allowed, claimed as well as allowed, shall be used only for specified business for 8 years, beginning the year in which such asset is acquired or constructed. Acquired or constructed. Clear, Delia? So, but it should be used for specified business for how much time? Minimum 8 years in the specified business. That means after that, can I transfer to non-specified? Yes. After that, bacho, I can transfer to non-specified business, but only of the assessee or with the assessee. I hope this much is correct. Agreed, everybody? Understood, no? 3587B. If it is used for purpose other than specified business, that also during the 8 years, first 8 years. Clear? The total deduction so claimed, okay, as reduced by depreciation allowable, as if no reduction under this section was allowed, shall be deemed to be the business income of the PY in which the asset is so used. So used means non-specified. Bouncer Indrajit. Okay, understand. What is the story? Did you take? I'll just give you example. Don't write down anything. Just pay attention. Let us say in our current year, PY. I'm writing PY, 22-23. Okay, everybody. You claim 3580. Okay, and you should use it for 8 years in the specified business. Let us say in 25-26. You are using it for non-specified. Is it okay? It is still with you only, non-specified. But you are using but for non-specified business. So what are they saying? First of all, is there non-compliance or no? There is a non-compliance. Agreed, everybody till here? There is a non-compliance. So what does it say? So we have to reverse the deduction. Yes. But over here, it is still with the assessee. है ना? So what are they saying? What is the law? What is the law over there? How will we reverse the deduction? Check. Whatever 3580 we had claimed here, है ना? My less notional depreciation. Do you understand much notional? Tell me. What is much notional? Is it for actual? No, but we can take its effect or assume it or deem it, correct? Is it actual? No. Let us say, if at all, I mean, it is like opportunity cost. If at all you would have actually spent, then how much was the expenditure? Okay, so notional depreciation. I mean, we have not actually charged it, but we can calculate it. So, notional depreciation of this period, bachcho. This period means what? The period from which you have used that asset. Are ha, everybody. Okay. So check. Pay attention now, Indrajit. If it is used for other than specified business during the first 8 years, total deduction so claimed. 3580 whatever you had claimed. As reduced by less depreciation allowable. Deemed, assumed, as if no deduction was allowed. As if means what? Let us say if you did not have 3580, what you would have done? Let us say in 22-23 you did not have 3580. We could not claim 3580 deduction. Or we were not eligible. What we would have claimed? Section 32. Depreciation. Are haan. So notional depreciation bachcho for these periods, okay, everybody. The period from where you are put to use till the date of your transferring to non-specified business, okay. So 3580 deduction already claimed, okay, everybody. Less notional depreciation, है ना? Whatever this figure will be what? Taxable as business income. Yes, clear all of you? Fine, everyone tell me. All of you okay till here? 3587B, however, again check. The above provision shall not apply but to a SIC company. As per SIC Industrial Companies Act 1995 during the period of 8 years. So, who is an exception? SIC company are the exception. So, if the SIC company is using for non-specified business within the first 8 years, 3587B will not be applicable. So, that deduction is still allowed. I hope you are understanding. We are giving the exemption to the specified business, to the SIC companies. Yes, still here, everybody? Are haan? One more part. Sorry. Where any capital asset in respect of a deduction or part of deduction allowed under section 3580 is deemed to be income of the assessee as per section 3587B. Then I'll do an example only with you. If you want, you can just write down here. Don't write all this example. Don't write these. If you want, you can write this only. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you write down if you want.
Recording stopped.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Now check, okay? But what is the next, again, last paragraph saying? Pay attention to that. Where any capital asset, okay, such capital asset Yes, 25, 26, you are converting it into or using it in the non-specified business in this example, correct. Sorry. We'll go ahead everybody. Ready everyone? So, when any capital asset in respect of which, ready, a deduction or part of the deduction allowed under section 35 AD. Just look at the wordings. 35 capital asset, you understand? Yes. Deduction allowed under which section? 35 AD. Correct. But that deduction is deemed to be income. How? Either section either section 28 or this 35 AD 7B. This, but just now we have seen this is business income or no? Because of non-compliance. What non-compliance? We are using it in the non-specified business. Agreed. Okay till here. Fine. So the deduction claimed is now बच्चों income. Okay, as per 3587B. है ना? Fine everybody. Now understand what are they saying. The actual cost of the asset. Pay attention. Original cost of the asset shall be actual cost of the assessee as reduced by again depreciation, again notional depreciation. Okay, had the asset been used for the purpose of business since the date of its acquisition. Bouncer. Or I think half you understood. Wow, Mansi. Basically, you have business A, you have business B. Agree till here? Let us say बच्चों business A is specified, okay, and B obviously let us say is non-specified. Don't write down all this example, just pay attention because we are doing a question exactly for this only. I purchased in A, I claimed 35 AD. Yes, till here. Then after some years, बच्चों I transferred that asset, but within 8 years, बच्चों I transferred this to business B, non-specified. What will happen, बच्चों? Over here, I have to reverse my 35 AD minus depreciation, notional. Okay. But if I look at this entire paragraph, it just simply says, whatever was my actual cost, original cost, again, less, again, notional depreciation only. And everybody will be considered as actual cost. But now, बच्चों, for business number B or B business which is non-specified. Basically, I'm transferring asset बच्चों from business A to business B, specified to non-specified. Agree everybody? So for the remaining life of the asset, okay, I can claim depreciation, but not for business A. I can claim it बच्चों for business B. Simple or no? Are you getting my point, all of you? Tell me. But will I take depreciation बच्चों on the original cost? No. It has been used for 2-3 years. So for the original cost minus 2-3 years notional depreciation will be the cost for business B, and on that cost we will charge depreciation in business B. Kushbu, you're not saying anything. Understood all of you? Business B के लिए what? That entire paragraph in fact is for business B or non-specified business. When do we use additional depreciation? बच्चों only in the case of first year of put to use. You don't get it every year, na? No, Indrajit. Not till everybody, but good question. Okay. Actually, this also example you want to write. There's just a scribbling on the screen. ठीक है?
Recording stopped.
हो गया?
Recording in progress.
हो गया? मिंदर जी डन? See, let us say I have business A. I had taken already 3580 deduction over here. Okay? For year number 1, 2, 3, and 4, whatever. Okay? And in the year number 4, I transfer it to what? Business B. Yes, still here? Again, for the sake of time pass, I'm writing a depreciation, which we have not actually charged, but it is, I'm just saying notional. Again, for the sake of simplicity, I'm writing 10 rupees every year. Okay? Fine, till here? What will be my business income in year 4? 3580 which we had claimed 100. Yes, चलिए minus 30 बच्चों will be my बच्चों business income. अरे हाँ, yeah, and the same in the way again that deduction minus notional depreciation बच्चों will be my also my actual cost over here for 70 actual cost. And now बच्चों I will charge depreciation on this actual cost. Clear till here? Fine. Come to बच्चों question number 13, 1-3. Give a star mark here, 2 stars here. In your notebook also write down. Did you read about that speculative transaction, बच्चों? $35.80. Okay. Ready, everybody? $13. Mr. Arnav is a proprietor having 2 units. Unit A carries on specified business of setting up and operating a warehousing facility for storage of sugar. Unit A, storage of sugar. But the storage of sugar is allowed? Yes. Unit B carries on non-specified business of operating a warehousing facility for storage of edible oil. Edible oil was not allowed. Edible oil is not a food grain. Unit A commenced operations on 1/4/19 and claimed deduction of 100 lakhs incurred on purchase of 2 buildings. Incurred on purchase of 2 buildings of rupees 50 lakhs each. That is for operating a sugar warehouse. Under section 3580 for AY 2021. BY 1920, so AY 2021. However, in Feb 23 current year, Unit A transferred one of its buildings to Unit B. Examine the tax implications of such transfer in the hands of Mr. Arnav. So what will happen, bachcho, over there now? What will happen? Business income definitely. Only one of the asset is getting transferred. Okay, there are 2 buildings of rupees 50 lakhs each. So one of the building is getting transferred to Unit B. 3580 bachcho minus notional depreciation. That will be taxable as business income, as well as this same we have to do calculation for actual cost for Unit B so that they can claim depreciation. Yes, still here all of you? No. This is just a examine the tax implications. You don't have to do all the proper calculations. They don't expect that right now. It is for your understanding. Okay. Right on, बच्चों. They have not changed the years or what? Hold on. Huh?
Recording stopped.
Same example we have in textbook also. I think they have changed the dates. Just a minute. Huh? That is just maybe in. Let me just go through study material also. Do you have ICS study material with you, everybody? All of you have? Khushbu, Indrajit, why you don't have? निकालो एक बार. नितिन, keep it with you right now. All of you. है क्या नितिन? इंद्रजीत कहाँ है तुम्हारा? Keep it with you. अभी क्लास के लिए always keep it with you. हाँ तो आई एम गिविंग यू ना 2 minutes. करो एक बार फटाफट.
Recording in progress.
Just go to ICS study material also once. I just want to go through the study material so that you will understand we have covered everything, and whatever I want to highlight or star mark, that I'm giving you right now. Okay, everybody? Page 4.212, 4.217, sorry. This point number D. Give it a star mark over here. Sale of asset representing expenditure of capital nature on scientific research. Sale. Section 35, do you remember? Section 35. What it was, bachcho? Scientific expenditure, है ना? So we claim deduction. 35.11, 35.14 we had covered capital expenditure. So if you are selling that your capital asset, which capital asset? Which you had used for scientific research. Then again, in bachcho, what will happen? Okay. Section 41. Among others, inter alia means among others, seeks to tax the profits arising on sale of an asset representing expenditure of a capital nature on scientific research. Such an asset may be sold, discarded, demolished, or whatever, either after having been used for purpose of the businesses, on cessation of its use for the purpose of scientific research. That means that asset is now no more used for scientific research, okay, or without having been used for other purposes. In either case, the taxability could arise. Yash, very good morning. Okay, where the asset is sold. I am doing section what, bachu 41, but related to what? Section 35. What is section 35 I am talking about right now? Scientific research. Okay, where the asset is sold after having been used for purpose of business. It may be noted that in such cases, the actual cost of the asset under section 43(1), rental expansion 1 would be nil, and no depreciation will be allowed because of section 35(2)(4). On sale of such asset, the money is payable. Obviously, you are taking a deduction or no, bacho? We had taken deduction. So again, obviously, we will not be allowing depreciation. On sale of such asset, the money is payable in respect of such asset together with amount of scrap value, if at all, if any, could be brought to charge under section 41(1), taxable. The provisions of which are wide enough to cover such situation and to bring to tax that amount of deductions allowed in earlier years. They have not given you any example over here. Okay. The money is payable in respect of such asset together with the amount of scrap value could be brought to charge under section 41(1). So if at all you had claimed deduction under section 35 for scientific research, that deduction much will be taxed in the year of sale. And whether asset representing expenditure of against scientific research is sold without having been used for other purposes, then this will come under 41(3), and the proceeds of sale together with the total amount of deductions made under 35(1)(4), exceeds the amount of capital expenditure, the excess or amount of deduction show made, whichever is less, shall be charged to tax as income of the business of the PY in which the such sale took place. Sorry. Sale value, the proceeds of sale, plus section 35 deduction. The proceeds of sale, this if this which exceeds actual cost. Do you remember this, bacho? Which one I'm talking about? Capital expenditure exceeds the capital expenditure. So actual cost. Then what will happen? Then bacho, whatever this excess is taxable as business income. Now just for the sake of example, let us say bacho, the original cost of the asset was 100. Section 35 deduction you claimed 100. Okay, everybody till here? Fine. And sale value after a couple of years, whatever years, let us say is 20. Okay. Sorry, sale value is what? Let us say 20. Understood? So what are they saying? It's the sale value plus deduction. If it is more than the cost, the excess will be taxable as what, bacho? Business income. Understood or no? To check for the sake of example, bacho, sale value 20 plus reduction which we had claimed was what? 100. This is more than what, bacho? Original cost 100. Therefore, 20 will be your business income. If you want, please write down this example over there. The excess or the amount of deduction so made, whichever is less. What is excess, bacho, over here? 20. Or a deduction, how much, bacho, deduction we had claimed? 100. Write down there. 20, so lower off. Just a minute here. Then I'm writing here. Pay attention. Excess is 20. Fine. Therefore, business income is what, but? Is lower of excess or deduction under section 35. So lower of 20 or deduction will claim how much? 100. So how much we are going to tax? 20. Fine till here? So write down this example, everybody.
Recording stopped.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
So in simple words, such amount of deduction is equal to amount of expenditure, because entire capital expenditure you can claim it as deduction, na? So amount of deduction 35, let us in our example section 35 is equal to the amount of expenditure. So in that way, it's what is the least of amount of sale proceeds or deduction allowed will be charged to tax as income. Okay, in the year in which the asset is sold. In which the asset is sold. Yes, still here, everybody? If you get any example over there, we can look into that also. Okay, this is covered. 3587 much you have to cover, no? So 2 questions we had already covered, okay, for 3580 normal. Change the dates. Let us do as per this only. Change the dates in your textbook also, everybody. I'll solve bachcho as per this method only, okay, whatever they have given us. What dates you have given? Commence operation on what? 1/4/21. Okay. 21. Remaining is okay. Fine. Just change this. Unit A bachcho is what? Commencing operations on 1/4/21. So 21/22. Just last year. And in the current year, it is transferred to the non-specified business. Okay, everybody? Fine. Write down all of you. Point number 1. Ready, everybody? First one. Unit A was set up when, bachcho? 1/4/2021. Okay. And consider 2 buildings. At the rate of rupees 50 lakhs each. Yes. Therefore, deduction under section 35 AD for AY, which AY? 22/23. Correct, everybody? Is how much? Tell me. For the given data. All of you. How much have we claimed under 35 AD? Correct. Rupees 100 lakhs. Fine. Hello, everybody. 100%, but 100 lakhs and 50 lakhs each. 1 crore. Okay. Ready? Second. The buildings must be used. है ना? The buildings must be used for specified business. The building must be used for specified business for at least how many years? All of you? 8 years. है ना? 8 years. Full stop. Do we allow depreciation, bachcho? Once we have claimed 35 AD? No, because entire cost we have taken as deduction. So no depreciation is allowed. Since entire cost is allowed as deduction. है ना बच्चों? Next point. Until here, all of you. On Feb 23, one building of Unit A was transferred. To Unit B. That is non-specified business. Yes, still here? No, Unit B is non-specified. That is non-specified business. So what will happen? Therefore, business income, अरे हाँ, for which AY? 24-23 ना AY. 22, 23, 24. Sorry, AY बच्चों what? 23, 24. Correct? 22, 23 we change ना. So AY 23, 24 will be how much? Deduction under section 35 minus notional depreciation. Minus what बच्चों? Notional depreciation. Yes, still here? Ready? Write down. Particulars, rupees. First part, deduction allowed for AY. When had we purchased the asset? 22, 23. Okay. For one building. For one building. 50 lakhs. है ना बच्चों? Less. That first year बच्चों full depreciation. First year's depreciation बच्चों. है ना? So depreciation बच्चों under section 32. But for the same year, AY 22, 23, the year of taking off, deduction, and plus any other years, but it was only 1 year. 1 year only, but it was fully used for specified. है ना? What is the cost of the asset? All of you. 50 lakhs. And how much depreciation should I bachcho take or charge? Because it is building. So how much for building bachcho, how much do we take? 10%. Yes, Celia. So 5 lakhs. Yes, Celia, all of you. Therefore, deemed income under section 3587B 45 lakhs. For which AY? All of you tell me. Which AY बच्चों? AY. Khushbu, answer. AY I asked. Why all of you are giving me wrong answers? See, we don't. Okay, okay, fine. There can be an issue. You might not have understood. Okay, I'll try to understand. See, what happens is when we reverse the reduction, we reverse in the year of non-compliance. Okay, we don't go back and make changes. This we have seen many times. Okay, a years of salary, something rent recovered, bad dates, or cash paid in the next year by unauthorized mode. But so we do the effect or impact in the current year. In the current year, whatever we are doing, AY 23-24. In AY 23-24, but there was a non-compliance. So we'll add it in the income of AY 23-24 or no? Are you getting my point or no, everybody? Aing? कुछ भी understood, Indrajit, or no? The non-compliance happened in which year? AY 23-24. So in that year, we are going to tax it. Okay? Please star mark. That is year of non-compliance. Fine till all of you. Ready? That is point number 3 something 4. I'll go ahead now, everybody. So 40 lakhs, but 45 lakhs will be added in the current year. Mr. Arnav, can claim depreciation under section 32 for unit B. For unit B. Now for which AY, tell me. Which AY we are discussing? '23, 24. The year in which he brought to the other unit, unit B, now non-compliance, correct. From that year onwards, he can claim depreciation है ना, for AY. '23, 24. Okay, tell you all of you. So particulars. So over here on rupees 45 lakhs. Why 45 lakhs? Is this clear? Actual cost, that is 3580 bacho, minus notional depreciation will be the cost to the assessee for the unit B. Okay, tell you all of you. So particulars rupees. Fine, na? Actual cost to assessee 50 lakhs less depreciation allowable. Again, that means what? Your notional depreciation है ना, for the earlier year बच्चों 22 23 AY. Again here बच्चों on 50 lakhs 10%, so basically 5 lakhs here. The actual cost of building for unit B 45 lakhs. Okay, everybody. So last line. Therefore, depreciation will be charged. Now this again question can be asked for MCQs also बच्चों है ना. They can give you 2-3 years. They can give you all the numbers etc. also ready made also. You just have to do it properly. What will be the business income, this and that. You should know 3587B. Okay. Yes, chलिए all of you. Perfect. All right. And that is what only that much item only they had written in the text also, textbook also, class notes or ICS study material. हजारों में किसी को तकदीर ऐसी. Done, everybody? See, now check. I mean, whatever I've covered, Preliminary expense budget 35D we have covered. Yes, okay. Voluntary budget we have covered 35 DDA. Other deductions 36 we have covered. Section 36(1)(3)(a). Provide deduction for discount on ZCB, zero coupon bonds, on pro rata basis having regard to period of life. Okay. No question given to us over here. But okay. Questions are not given. Just read this and come. Point number 5. Just read it, bacho. Whatever, again, I might have not discussed in the class, I'm just highlighting over here. Okay. Just read and come. Okay. Page 2.4.236. 43 we have already covered. Bad debts we have covered. Family planning bachcho also we have covered. STT, CTT, fine. Chalo, 37 we have covered. CSR as it is we are going to cover in section 135 of the income tax of the Companies Act, that we are going to cover. But CSR is not allowed as an expenditure, we know that. है ना? Correct, no? 40 also done. हजारों में किसी को delta limit we have to still cover. This question is still remaining actually. Yuvan Raja we have covered, I think. Raja. Huh. Book profit also done. है ना? Forty-eight two, 48.3, 3A, Rule 6DD. Remember all of that, which Rule 6DD? Huh? Read this and come. 43A. Which page? 266. 4.266. Because this will again have impact in capital gain also. Okay. What are they talking about, bacho? Changes in rate of exchange of currency. Have you done any accounting standards for that? The section provides that wherein assessee has acquired any asset, capital expenditure, asset from a foreign country for the purpose of a business or profession. Okay, import. Can I say import? 16 is what? Borrowing cost, I think. Even I forgot. I have not used accounting standards since 10 years now. So please pardon my 11. Yeah, Nathan, correct. 11. And 12 is what? Subsidy, grant. Government grant is which one then? Even that is there, no? Okay. Any asset from foreign country for the purpose of business and due to a change thereafter in exchange rate possible, na? Okay, everybody? But so your invoice amount is something else. 12 is the government subsidies. Your invoice amount is something else, and actual payment is something else. है ना? Invoice, let us say shows rupees 100, but you may have to pay 103, or you may also have to pay 98. Why? Because this invoice was given to you in dollars, etc. Yes, Celia? So on the date of receipt of invoice, you have booked the expenditure. But on the date of making a payment, the exchange rate but you can fluctuate obviously. So you may have to pay more or you may have to pay less. Everybody understood or no? Correct, Ilya? This invoice. And these are the payments. I'll just quickly write it here. Yes, all of you. There is an increase or decrease in the liability. Yes, Celia? Towards the whole or part of the cost, etc., etc., etc. Following values may be changed accordingly with respect to increase or decrease of the such liability. Okay. The actual cost you can change. The amount of capital expenditure incurred on scientific, etc. Cost of acquisition can change. The amount arrived at after making the above adjustment shall be taken as the amount of capital expenditure or even the cost of capital. Okay, the amount arrived. So basically, after doing the actual calculations, okay, whatever you may have to pay, that will be taken much as the cost of acquisition. Further, we have covered. This also we have covered Andhra Pradesh. Ah, we come to an important one now. Okay, ready everybody? 43 CA. Okay, this we can cover from here also. Ready? Important, but just pay attention. What are the wordings over there? Law. Ready, everybody? Stamp duty value, SDV. Stamp duty value. For certain transactions, purchase and sale transactions, we pay a duty, or rather, in a way, it is taxes to the government. Okay, stamp duty. Even for partnership or LLP, depending on the capital, the amount of capital invested, we have to pay the stamp duty. Or you might have heard about purchase and sale of your immovable property. For that, but again, right now, what I think stamp duty is going on at around 6% if you're buying or selling a residential property. Are you aware of that, everybody? Just to register the transfer of property, government takes the taxes. Okay, stamp duty. Seriously, you're not aware? Okay. Sitchi. Kushbu, were you aware, Mansi? There is stamp duties act now. How come you are not aware? I think it was reference was there in CA Foundation law, maybe I don't remember properly, but there is stamp duty act. है ना? Again, from state to state, it is different. If at all you go through here, then you'll see all the cases where your stamp duty is applicable. All documents executed or brought in the state for the purpose of chargeability of stamp duties. Wow, beta, very nice, huh? Good answer. Okay, but anyways, any instrument, your notary, deed, bacho, even that 100 rupees, 500 rupees stamp, you might have heard, na? You might have done bacho. Maybe, I don't know, with whenever you start with articleship also, you have to take 100 rupees or 500 rupees stamp. Or whenever you're doing affidavit, rent agreement, you do it on a stamp paper. What is that? You buy the stamp paper or no? 100 rupees, 500 rupees. That is stamp duty only. But when actually you have to pay stamp duty in lakhs of rupees, you don't buy that much stamp paper. You pay directly online. Okay, you can pay directly online also, and you get a proof of that. That yes, you have paid the stamp duty. Are you getting my point, everybody? The stamp paper is as good as cash, by the way. It is proper legal government or this, instrument. Okay, so any instrument. So, Acha, what I was telling, when you do start with the articleship, again it is a bond or a contract with you and the, what do you say, principal where you will be working. So again on that stamp paper you have to do all the, you can say, documentation that yes, I agree to be in articleship for 3 years, this and that, time pass. Okay. Fine till here? Check again another good example, stamp duty. even on gift बच्चों, even on gift deed. Now when I say gift deed means what? A gift document. Deed means again a arrangement, agreement. You are gifting a property. So even on gift बच्चों. Yes, Kushbu. Stamp paper, what you write on stamp paper is the same thing. Now, stamp paper means literally stamp 100 rupees or 500 rupees. I think that is the only right now donation notations or amounts right now available. But if you're paying more than that, you have to actually go to the bank and pay it by bank transfer, okay? Online to the government. Fine. So there was, see, it is state to state wise. So some states have exempted stamp duty on transfer to blood relatives, husband to wife, wife to husband. So stamp duty is exempted. Or if the property is taken in the name of female, there is, I think, discount in stamp duty. And otherwise it is 6%. I'm talking of property documents, okay? Depending on, so you have to go through this act, okay, and check what all are the provisions. So we are not going into the details of stamp duty act, okay everybody? But I hope you understood what is stamp duty. What is stamp duty? It is again a tax paid to the government for executing documents. Okay, now understand. Now, let us say, okay, pay attention. If a property, okay, I'm talking of property, okay, immovable property, land, building, flat, bungalow, whatever. If the fair market value is rupees 1 crore, my duty which I have to pay, stamp duty, for example, is rupees 6 lakhs. I currently just said fair market value. I hope you understood fair market value. The buyer and seller have agreed, bacho, on rupees 1 crore. That is a fair market value. So you entered into a sale deed or basically agreement. Agree till here? All of you agreed? Agreement. This bacho called as agreement value. Don't tell me you don't know about agreement to sell and sell agreement, please. You've done that in law. Future goods, present goods, you've done that bacho in sale of goods act. है ना? So you enter into agreement to sell, that yes, I will sell you. Currently you take advance and all of that. So yes, we are bound right now. It is like engagement. Yes. Anyways, but then when you're actually transferring, that time you enter into agreement. And in that agreement, pay attention. Let us say you mentioned this rupees 1 crore. है ना? That yes, we have agreed to buy it and sell it, etc., for rupees 1 crore. So obviously, bacho, this is called as agreement value. Understood? I'm just telling you some terms practically. On that agreement value, you have to pay the stamp duty. Understood, everybody here? Okay. However, department again, stamp duty again. Okay, this department doesn't have entire trust, or wherever there are departments of tax, they don't have entire trust on on people at large. They say, okay, you are seeing this as agreement value is rupees 1 crore. You are seeing the fair market value is rupees 1 crore. We don't agree. We don't agree. They say no. We will also calculate. Okay, so they also but to give the valuation. Fair market value is buyer and seller's market. Fair market value, which means what? Buyer and seller's price. But stamp duty department says, or this department says, no. We will also do the valuation of the property, or we have an area-wise valuation. Area-wise, okay. So you are basically, they may say, actually valuation, okay, as per them, as per the department, actual, they may say the valuation is 1.5 crore. Okay. So stamp duties or stamp department is saying what? No, the valuation is not 1.5 crore. You are purposely showing 1 crore. Why? To save on stamp duty. Agree till here, all of you? Are you getting my point? Yes, still here. So people do this also. That even if they know fair market value is high, generally you might have heard about 80-20. I don't know if you've heard of this. 80-20, 60-40 ratio, 70-30 also. Whenever you will go to buy a flat or a property, the builder may tell you, we take it in 80-20, 60-40. Why? This is how much they'll show it on agreement value. And this is how much they'll take it in cash. Depends from, again, builder to builder, seller to seller. Yes, some of them may take 100% in check. That is different thing. Already, all of you? Are हाँ. Everybody? Anyways, but again, what is for saving of both the persons, saving of both from buyer's point of view, what is he saying? Buyer stamp duty, because it is buyer's duty to pay the stamp duty. Okay. From seller's point of view, what is the benefit? Simple, directly advanced. I mean, your income tax is saved because you are not showing that as income only, na? Correct, all of you? Anyways, let's go ahead. So here basically the entire question is about valuation of property. Are you undervaluing or overvaluing, or basically how much will you take for income tax purpose? So these things happen practically. Therefore, Income Tax Act, okay, talks about stamp duty value, that we will also consider stamp duty value. Pay attention now. Let us go to in our notes. That is easier. 43 CA. Okay. SDV stamp duty value. Understood? Stamp duty value. Valuation as per your Stamps Act. Valuation as per the Stamp Act. Okay, as per the department. Stamp duty value. The value on which you are going to pay stamp duty, or the minimum value on which you are going to pay the stamp duty. Clear till here? If your actual agreement is more than stamp duty value, good, very good. Just now I give you example na, that as per Stamp Duties Act, it is 1.5 crore. And actually you are buying it for 2 crores. They are happy, no problem, because now you'll be paying tax on 2 crores, not on 1.5 crore. Arey haan, everybody, clear? But if as per their valuation, department's valuation, it is 1.5 crore, and you're doing agreement value of just 1 crore, 1.25 crore or less than that, then that is a problem. Okay? Understand. Please now first of all understand. This was for homework, but obviously we'll discuss it. Ready? Give a star mark here, please. SDV of land and building held as stock in trade. First of all, the first and foremost understanding, land and building, movable, immovable, immovable, but held as stock in trade. How it is possible, bachcho? Whatever balance sheet P&L you have done till now, है ना? You always show land and building as what, fixed assets, not as stock in trade. So how it is possible? Land and building bachcho held as stock in trade. How? Which business? How about which business? How it is possible? Correct. Very good. Yes. The important word. Very good. Good understanding. The person who deals in that goods and or services or goods. The person who deals in it, है ना? Buying and selling or manufacturing or whatever. You can't manufacture land, but you might have bachcho constructed building and sold it, or you have purchased building and immediately sold it. You purchased flat and immediately sold it, or you purchased land and you immediately sold it, or you bachcho buy some piece of properties of land, है ना बच्चों? Clearly, pieces and parcels. Let us say agricultural land. You convert them into bachcho non-agricultural land. Have you heard of that? NA property. Have you heard of NA property? So there are properties. A means agricultural. Then you have forest line. F forest. Then there is agricultural property. In agriculture also bachcho barren. BARREN. Means even if it is agriculture but nothing grows on that land. Okay, that is given. All these details are given. This also will little bit understand later on in capital gain chapter. Anyways, so let us say you buy lots of agriculture properties, you convert them into non-agricultural, and then you do the plotting over there, plotting, or you bachcho create small plots. Are you getting my point or no? So this entire lots of land you have purchased, and then properly you develop the property. Do you understand? Developing the property means what? Properly roads, etc. Bachcho you considered over there, है ना? Are you getting my point, everybody? So internal roads you constructed, water line, pipeline, electricity line, and then small plots, bachcho, you are selling over there. Got it, everybody? Guntha, you understand? Guntha. Acre, so you understand at least. Yes, everybody, are you getting my point? So what do you think, बच्चों? Is this business or not a business? What do you think? आज तक नहीं समझा. अच्छा, गुंठा. गुंठा यहाँ पे दिस इज अगेन अ लोकल लैंग्वेज. गुंठा मीन्स आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट अप्रोक्सीमेट 1100 स्क्वायर फीट. वन गुंठा. Again, depends from local area to local area, the language. But acre is like around 40 gunthas. So around 40,000 square feet, you can say. Yes, acre, 1 acre. Anyways, okay, everyone done till you understood? What did I do? Then I can, let me just. So he'll develop some garden area over here, you know, some garden over here. Let us say, bacho. I did not give the garden area, some swimming pool, common swimming pool. So it depends. Again, from project to project. Yes, everybody? This was what typical business. Understood, everybody? He's just selling land only, but a proper kind of a developed land. Yes. So this is business. So a person who deals with land and building or both. Okay. So that kind of assessee we're talking about. So he's selling what bachcho now? Land or building or boat, but that bachcho he had held it as stock and trade. Can a bachcho also call it as a real estate? This is also for your understanding bachcho, real estate business. Okay, real estate business. Clear till all of you? Sorry. And like I said, a big challenge, but the big problem is what? About showing proper valuation of the property, है ना? Because it is win-win for both the parties. For buyer, he will have to pay less stamp duty if he shows less value, and for the seller, बच्चों, less income tax. Agree till all of you? Simple, na? So income tax, बच्चों, say what it says. If stamp duty value exceed 110% of the consideration, then stamp duty value will be taken as full value of consideration. Don't get too much, you can say, tensed right now. You know what is consideration, obviously. Tell me, bachcho, what is consideration, all of you? What is consideration? Everybody? In exchange with something in return. Something in return, simple. Something in return. So consideration. Acha. For the real estate businessman, what is the consideration? Money, what he is getting. That's why they are using the word consideration over here. Okay. So, two things you have to understand. Agreement value. This much did you understand? What is agreement value? The value between agreed by the buyer and seller. Yes, Chalia? And there is another value, but which one? Stamp duty value. Arey haan. Okay. Ideally, normally, when the department will be very, very happy. Both departments now. Income tax department as well as stamp duty, stamp act department. Yes? When will they happy? Which one is greater? AV or SDV? No. Normally, normally. What is greater? Agreement value or SDV? Which one is greater? When they will be happy and they will have no issue at all. And they want it to be like that. No. Obviously, when SD, if agreement value itself is more than stamp duty value, it is beneficial for the department. Na? Both income tax is again relieved. Income tax department is relieved. Why? Because bare minimum to they have shown. And stamp duty pacho act is also why they are happy in stamp department, because they are getting more. Let us say stamp duty value is 100, but bacho you have agreed to sell it, buy it for 125. What is better? Stamp duty on 100 or stamp duty on 125? Obviously more. Yes, still here. From income tax point of view, what is much better? 100 or 125? Obviously 125. So they want it that way. They want it that way. Hai ki nahi? So if this is the case, no problem at all. Arey haan. But the challenge, bacho, is about other case. Are you getting my point? What are we discussing now? The challenge is, if there is no law right now, okay? There is no law in the normal, any other contract that agreement value has to be bare minimum stamp duty value. It becomes a challenge somewhere else in the other acts. But check. You can't force somebody. What if I am gifting the property? Allowed, na? Completely allowed, bacho. I am gifting the property. Hai na? So pay attention. If my agreement value is, let us say, 80, but stamp duty value is 100. Is this a problem or no? This is a problem. Clear till all of you? Acha. Coming back to Income Tax Act, what do you think? What does Income Tax Act will say? How much will they allow or consider? 80 or 100? Or what they want? They want what 100. Why? Because this thing, as per the government valuation, stamp duty valuation, the value is more than your agreement value. So definitely you might have taken 20 rupees in cash. This 20 can be 20 lakhs or 20 crore. Okay? You've taken 20 bacho in cash, they may say. How can we trust you? So no, no, no. So even if your agreement value is less than stamp duty, we will take stamp duty as full value consideration. Basically, we will consider, deem, assume stamp duty as consideration. Even if you received how much? Agreement value 80. Understood or not, here everybody? First of all, are you understanding the purpose? I have not yet gone into details. But just the basic, I am just right now just scratching the surface. Clear till here? So basically, we are saving the interest, or the department is saving their own interest. Interest means their own. What interest is interest only. Okay. Okay, everybody. So let me just give you some examples. Pay attention. I think I should write SDB here. An agreement value here. Fine. Pay attention. If SDB is 100, agreement value is 100, any problem? No. If SDB is 100, agreement value is 120, 110 also, any problem? No. Yes, still everybody? So both are equal. This we will take. But pay attention. If SDB is 100, agreement bachu value is 80, what will you take bachu? What do you think? 100. Now understand. Now after that, don't answer also. Just look, just pay attention. If SGB is 100, okay, agreement value is 99, then obviously our answer was what, bacho? 100. Yes. But what happens is every time, okay, every time there will be a difference or issue or litigation, that officer will say no, 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 extra 1 rupees add in your agreement value. I'm adding that 1 rupees in the valuation. Okay. But at 1 rupee right now, I'm just saying 1 rupee. But even as a percent, it is hardly difference of 1% only, no? Are you getting my point or no? So department says, how can we be so scientifically perfect? That yes, what we are saying is exactly only 1% difference. So here department is allowing some margin of error. What did I say, bacho? Department is allowing some bacho what? Margin of error. This is a negligible margin. We agree. Agreement value is less than stamp duty value. But fine, it is not a very big difference. For the small amounts, we are not going to go for fighting of the cases in the department, go to CIT appeals, go to ITAT, High Court, etc. The small margin of error is allowed. Did you understand, everybody? Not like marginal relief. No, marginal relief was properly mathematical problem. It was a mathematical issue. That extra tax was more than extra income. So yes, Indrajit, what is Indrajit is saying? Yes, 99 will be allowed. Yes, in that case, 99 will be allowed. Yes. Look at this example, na? Third example and fourth example. There is, again, in third example, there is a huge difference. Then we will say, no, no, no. Huge difference will not be allowed. But if it is negligible difference, that will be allowed. Yes, till here? This much you understood? Now check what is negligible difference from their point of view. If SDV exceeds 110% of actual consideration, then SDV will be considered as full value consideration. What is the margin of error? What is the margin of error which allowed? 10%. What much? How much? 10%. Okay. If SDV exceeds, check here. Again, I'm writing an agreement value because that is easier to understand from percentage. Agreement value I'm writing here. Okay, and SDV. Agreement value 100, SDV 101. Okay, I'm now changing the sequence. Okay, little bit. Just so please pay attention. Is there a big difference or a small difference? Who is greater first of all? SDV is greater than agreement value. Understood? No. Agreement value, but you remember it is a cash, actual cash transaction. Cash means this is the money which we are getting officially. Buyer and seller agreeing to exchange. SDV is just a stamp duty valuation or government valuation. Understood? Government valuation is higher, but again, very small difference. So we are not going to break our heads over there. Understood? So full value consideration. Agreed till here? Check here. Full value consideration. I'm using this word. Okay, everybody okay now? I'll give you time to write down. Don't worry. How much will take, bachcho? 100 only. If agreement value, bachcho, is 100, SDV is 110. SDV, bachcho, is still 110. Higher or no? Higher. Okay, everybody? Still, it is 10% bachcho margin of error is allowed. Again, how much I'll take bachcho full value consideration? 100 only. Clear till here? But if my agreement value is 100, and now bachcho, henceforth, I'm just for the sake of example, I'm saying stamp duty valuation is bachcho 115. Now, yes, of this, pay attention. SDV in this case, 115. I'm okay. Is, pay attention, is more than 110% of 100. Don't be too much worried. See, it is 110% of agreement value. What is 110% of 100? 110 now. Is my SDB more than 110? Yes. Oh, Kushbu, Indrajit, Mansi, Nitin, understood or no? Basically, agreement value into 110%. Do that. Till that much margin of error is allowed. Understood? Arey, हाँ. How much will take, but in the third example, how much will take face value? Full value, full. Pay attention. How much is the full value consideration in the third example? 115. 110% of bachcho this. Pay attention. That is, it also means bachcho into 1.1. Arey हाँ. 110% means there's 10% increase. This much you understand? So whatever is your agreement value of that, you can say on calculator plus 10%, same thing, or on calculator do 1.1, same thing. Arey हाँ. Do it on calculator if you want 100 plus 10%. How much you'll get? 110 you'll get. Do it on calculator, बच्चों. 100 into 1.1. है ना? So basically that is the margin, or till that limit, or till that amount. If my SDV is up to that amount, then we still will take the actual value as full value consideration. But if my SDV is more than 110% of agreement value, then I take SDV as deemed full value consideration. Khushbu, Nitin, Indrajit, Mansi, tell me. Any doubt till now? Unmute and ask me. हजारों में किसी को. Write down this example. And last case what? But since SDV is more than 110% of agreement value. Write down this example.
Recording stopped.
Then, we first write down this, I'll tell you. What if it is 190? Agreement value is 100, na? And stamp duty value is 90. You're already showing more than SDV. See, when you show more than SDV, there is no problem at all. है ना? When you show more than SDV, there is no problem at all, बच्चों. Sorry. हजारों में किसी को तकदीर ऐसी. Done? Okay. I'll go ahead, everybody.
Recording in progress.
So, bachcho, what? I hope you understand margin of error. See, if agreement value is more than SDV, that is very good. The problem is when agreement value is less than SDV, stamp duty valuation. Yes, till here? But we allow 10% of margin of error in normal cases. However, if the property is residential unit, now check. That means a builder is selling plot, that is not a residential unit. So we'll take 10% only margin of error. But if the builder is selling residential unit, proper house, bungalow or flat, then SDV bachcho, then we take bachcho 20% as margin of error. Okay, subject to certain conditions. Type of bachcho asset, what type of asset? Residential unit. Clear till here? Are हाँ. Over there bachcho we allow 20% margin of error. But there should be three what bachcho condition to be satisfied. Check. The transfer of the residential unit takes place only between 12, 11, 20 and 30th June 21. Such transfer is by way of the first time allotment. That means the property was sold for the first time. It is not a second hand property. Yes. Of the residential unit to any person. And the concerned bachcho received or accruing as a result of such transfer is not more than 2 crore rupees. All three conditions must be satisfied. Then we give the margin of error of 20%. Otherwise, total 4 conditions. Residential unit, then transfer within this period, then it is first time allotment, not a second hand property or not the second buyer, third buyer. Okay, and the value is bachcho, the agreement value is not more than 2 crores. If all these conditions satisfied, we give bachcho margin error of 20%. Otherwise, we keep it at 10%. Understood? Everybody? So we'll take a break and then we'll start solving these questions also then. Hai na? Okay.
Recording stopped.
हाँ 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 चलेगा फिर. यू कवर देन लेटर ऑन. चलेगा देख के. ठीक है. ऑल ऑफ यू टेक अ ब्रेक 15 minutes. All right.
Recording in progress.
So I hope you got the concept of 43 CA. Everybody. First of all, type of asset is what? Trading asset. It is stock in trade. But what specifically which stock in trade? It is for land or building. Correct, everybody? So our assets you can say is in the business of land and building. Then again next case is what? Agreement value is less than stamp duty value. That is a problem. But how much? 110% of 110% of SDV. है कि नहीं? Or opposite I said 110% of agreement value. So if my SDV is more than 110% of agreement value, then we take SDV as full value consideration. Do you remember this or no, everybody? What did I say, bachcho? Your stamp duty value is more than 110% of agreement value, then we take stamp duty value as full value consideration. Otherwise, we'll take agreement value only. Yes, Chelio? Other conditions, they had given you other conditions. This is done. Yes, Celia, where is this cash return of everybody? Huh. Next one. Ready, everybody? Now, agreement value. One more thing is remaining now. Pay attention. Agreement बच्चों value is something agreed between buyer and seller, है ना? That is okay. That is a contract agreement. But stamp duty value can keep on changing year to year. Stamp duty बच्चों value can keep on changing year to year. Okay, everybody? So understand. Pay attention. Do you remember now agreement to sell, everybody? And sale agreement. Is there a difference or not a difference? Again, there is a difference, but a big difference. Which will come before? Agreement to sell or sale agreement? Who will come before? In the chronological order. What will be first? Agreement to sell or sale agreement? Agreement to sell. This is done in your sale of goods act also, by the way. Hai na? Yes, Celia? Now, understand. So the sale agreement, pay attention. We are comparing that with SDV. Arihana. See, that is because that is the final price, which is decided by buyer and seller. So this we are comparing with SDV. But again, there is a challenge. That SDV of which date? SDV as on the date of sale agreement or SDV as on the date of agreement to sell. First of all, do you understand the difference between agreement to sell and sale agreement? There is just an agreement that we will sell you. We will transfer you in future. So over here you give some advance, some understanding, some booking amount, all of that. Okay. And sale agreement is actual transfer. The actual registration of transfer. So check your can SDV keep on changing? Yes. SDV can keep on changing year to year basis. Obviously, inflation and many other factors. So government will also what will say show it or basically declare it, the stamp duty valuation. Okay, now pay attention. We are in 43 CA. Pay attention. Further, very important now, where the date of agreement fixing the value of consideration for the transfer of the asset and the date of registration of the transfer of the asset are not same. Important. Write in a notebook only. It is first of all for which type of asset? Land or building. But as what? Capital asset or stock in trade? As stock in trade. Yes, still here. If SDV is more than 110% of agreement value. Correct here? We take SDV as deemed full value consideration. है ना? Is it okay everybody till here? We take बच्चों SDV as deemed full value consideration. Even if you have not received the cash, but still you will pay tax on the same, है ना? It means stamp duty, or at least for income tax purposes. Yes, Celia? Date of agreement. What is the meaning of this, बच्चों? Agreement to sell. Is it okay, everybody? And date of registration. Date of registration of transfer. Is it बच्चों? Actual sale deed. Actual sale deed date. Yes, still all of you? Did you all understand? Everybody tell me. Okay, all of you? Okay, no? Okay. So now important part is SDB, SDB should be taken off which date? Okay, everybody ready? Are हाँ? The SDB, ready na everybody? May be taken as on the date of agreement. Which date? Agreement to sell date for transfer instead of date of registration for such transfer. Okay. Basically, take SDB of date of your agreement to sell. Agreement to sell instead of registration date. So they use here two words, बच्चों. Which one? This is what, बच्चों, my agreement to sell, and this is what, बच्चों, my sale deed or actual sale date. Is it okay? Kushbu, Indrajit, Mansi, tell me. And if these dates are not same, then they are saying we will take SDB as of agreement date, agreement to transfer. Okay, this one, agreement to sell. Okay, when provided at least a part of the consideration has been received by way of account pay check, account pay advance draft, or ECS, or through other prescribed modes of payments on or before date of agreement. Write down. SDB to be taken as on date of agreement, that is date of agreement to sell. Are you getting my point or no, everybody? If part or full consideration received by authorized mode of payment. What are the authorized mode, बच्चों? I'm not going into that. ठीक है, write down. चलो, account P check, remember, demand draft, ECS, and others. Others are what बच्चों? Check here. They have given you all the example. IMPS, RTGS, Beam transfer, Aadhaar Pay, NEFT, UPI, all of that. Okay. You have just written and now third condition. On or before date of agreement. I'm using that word also now. Date of agreement to sell. Agreement to sell. है ना? Fine, Delia. All of you ready? I'll give you an example. चलेगा? Done, Delia. It is date of registration, है ना? But legally speaking, what do we call it? Date of registration. ठीक है? Let us say, I'm giving you example. This let us say which is 1st May 2019. Alright? An agreement is actually done बच्चों, let us say on whatever 1st July 2022. Fine till here? Are both the dates same? No. The question arises then which SDV to be we should we compare? See, है ना? Which SDV? SDV to be compared with which date? SDV. Okay. Answer can be either both 1st May 19 or 1st July 17. If three conditions satisfied, all three satisfied, then 1st May 19. Otherwise, 1/7/22. This much did you understand? You have only two options. SDB to be taken of agreement to sell date or registration date. Yes, Celia? Now, we have to solve one question also, by the way. Okay? Let us say, bachu, please pay attention. I gave, now check. Advance given. I'll let them here. Advance given date. चलेगा? Mode. Okay? Let us say advance given date is बच्चों, let us say 1st May 19. Okay? And you बच्चों gave advance by cash. Okay? Or just your bearer check or and company check. Remember that? Tell me, what बच्चों? What will be your this SDV date? All of you answer? Very good बच्चों. Write down this example quickly. Chalo. We'll take basically SDV of 1st July then. 1st July 22.
Recording stopped.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Find it, everybody. Done, everybody? Chalo. Let's do some more cases. There is some proper question I have put in the textbook, I think. There's some table. Can you see some? There was some table. Got it. 45. Check, everybody. Ready, everybody? So we don't have to write anything. We'll just quickly do the cases in the textbook itself. Ready? Check what are the columns. Case 1, 2, 3, 4. Different cases we have. Date of transfer of land building held as stock in trade. Stock in trade. Date of transfer. Okay. Actual consideration. That means what is they have agreed between the parties. SDV on the date of agreement and SDV on the date of registration. Is it clear? And everybody? And full value consideration, obviously we have to find out that, and we have to give the reasoning, remarks. Are हाँ वाके बच्चा. Date of actual transfer is बच्चों 1922. Actual consideration agreed by the parties is 100 lakhs. Okay, that 100 lakhs. 10 lakhs received by account pay check on 1/7/22. The date of the agreement to sell is 1/7/22, and actual transfer date or sale date is 1/9/22. First of all, there are two SDVs given: agreement and sale deed agreement. That day SDVs are given. Then is advance given? First of all, is advance given? Yes. Then second question, is advance given on or before agreement to sell? Check here. Agreement to sell बच्चों 1/7, and yes, the advance is also given बच्चों on or before agreement to sell. Now third question बच्चों, is it given by authorized mode of payment? Yes. Account pay check is allowed. So all three conditions बच्चों satisfied. Clear everybody? अरे हाँ, all of you. So we'll be comparing, by the way. Understood or no? SDV as on which date now? 1/7 or 1/9? 1/7. Very good. Okay. So I'm writing in the remarks. We compare SDV of 1/7/22 since all conditions satisfied. Okay. Now what do we check? Is my SDV more than 110% of agreement value? Yes. अरे हाँ या ना? So how much बच्चे in fact I'll take as sale consideration? 100, 120 or 130? 120. Good. Why? Since SDV, I'm writing in bracket 120, is greater than 110% of agreement value of rupees 100 lakhs. Okay. Did you understand? Everybody okay till here? Indrajit, Kushbu, Mansi, all okay? Okay. So that remarks you can put in the right column or left column, same thing. Can I go ahead? Case number 2. Sure. So actual, what is this first column? Date of transfer, actual transfer 1/9/22, no problem. Again 100 lakhs, but 10 lakhs received by cash on 1/7. Yes. Now here bachcho clear cut cash given to us. So will we consider date of this agreement to sell date or date of registration? Basically 1/7 or 1/9? 1/9. We compare SDV of 1/9/22 since all conditions not satisfied. Now how much will be my actual sale consideration? Deemed full value consideration. 100, 109, 130. 130. How nicely but they have put 109. Did you understand? 130. Since SDV 130. Now not 109. So first of all you have to decide which SDV to be taken. So SDV बच्चों 130 है ना, is more than, same thing, 110% of 100. I am not writing again those other things again repeated. Okay, is it fine till here? Should I go ahead, everybody? Done till here? Actual date of transfer 31/1/23 you can take. Chalega. Then agreement value 100 lakhs, 10 lakhs received by account PE check. No problem. As on 1/7/22. Agreement to sell is 1/7/22. And registration is 31st March 23. No problem. Then different dates. Advance received, yes. On or before agreement to sell, yes. Authorized mode of payment, yes. Okay. Which SDB बच्चों 1/7 or 31/1? 1/7. We compare SDB of 1/7/22 since all three conditions satisfied. Okay, this is 109. Now, bachcho, what will be my deemed full value consideration? 100, 109 or 130? Correct, Mansi? Kushbu, Indrajit? Okay, Indrajit. Fantastic. First of all, there is no question of 130, by the way. Just now we have written, we are comparing 1/7 over here. So these two figures we have to compare. What are you paying attention now, Indrajit? We have to compare 100 and 109. When do we take, bachcho, stamp duty valuation? I hope first of all you understood. These two columns are stamp duty, na, bachcho? SDB as on the agreement to SDB as on date of the this, what you can say, sale deed. Correct. Is my SDB, Kushbu, in this case now 109, is it more than 110% of agreement value? Compare 109 and 100. Is 109 more than 110% of 100? No. So it is within the margin of error. So we will not fight for this. We means the department is not going to fight for this. So they say we agree with whatever agreement value you have shown, that is rupees 100. Understood here? Tushbu? Indrajit, okay? So answer is what? 100. Since SDV 109 does not exceed now. Therefore, actual sale consideration is deemed full value consideration. So just star mark this example. Wherever you make mistakes, I mean, this is the important thing now to understand, that we are allowing 10% of margin of error. Done, all of you? Next one, ready? Again, 31st March 23. Then, acha, 100 lakhs full amount received in cash on the date of registration. No question about it. Not just because of cash. Because received on the date of registration. That is on 31st March 23. You know, date of registration they have given to you. When you should receive the advance, by the way? On or before date of agreement. Okay? Which SDB we will take? 1st May 22 or 31st March 23? 31st March. See, pay attention. No problem. Just look in the notebook you have written. Notebook. Okay? When do we take, bachcho, SDB? As on the date of agreement. Agreement means which one? Agreement to sell. These two dates you need to understand. Agreement to sell. Okay, agreement date. agreement to sell. Sale deed or date of registration is one and the same thing. Okay, or sale agreement. These wording are a little bit confusing. Okay, so agreement to sell and sale deed, or agreement to sell and your date of registration. Registration, you understand, you have to go to the your registrar, not ROC, registrar, and in your this nearby government department and get the property transferred. You have to go there. You have to give your sign, photo, Aadhaar, get your photo clicked, thumbprint, and all of that. Remember, that is for property documents. That is called as date of registration. Okay, everybody. Huh. So agreement date we will take. Okay, agreement date. What is first, bacho? Agreement date is first, and then you have what? Sale deed date, है ना? Sale deed. So agreement date you will take when if you get advance on or before date of agreement. That also received by authorized mode of payment. Here in this case right now what we are doing, the entire amount is paid on date of registration, not before, on or before the date of agreement. That is one reason. That reason is enough for us to understand. Okay. So even if they would have said your account pay check, na bacho, but it was paid on date of registration, not before, on or before date of agreement. Clear? So we will not take date of agreement SDV. We will take date of registration SDV, which is 31st March. Okay. We compare SDV of 31st March 23. Since advance not paid on or before date of agreement, no? Date of agreement is bacho year. Okay, everybody? Now, I'll compare now bacho basically who and who. 100 and 130. What is my bacho then deemed consideration? 130. I'm just writing this much only. Since bacho 130 is more than 110% of 100. Then no, everybody. Fifth. Ready? Okay. 1522. Transfer of residence unit by way of first time allotment. Okay. But dates will not match, maybe. Okay. The agreement value is 150. 50% of the amount received by account pay check on the date of agreement. Good, no problem. Date of registration bacho is what? Date of registration 1422, and date of your date of agreement to sell is bacho 1422, and date of sale or sale deed or registration is 1522. First of all, let me just check have they removed these questions, because now it make that because the registration bacho has to be of the earlier date. Allotment has to be between that date only. Check. I think they have removed also from the textbook. So I don't think they have kept it. Hold on. No? They removed it, bacho 31st March 23. So don't worry too much now. They have removed the example bacho of what? 1, 2, 3, 4 examples only they did. Yeah, correct. So they have removed 4 examples we did na bacho. They have removed that part. Which part? The 120% part. Okay, everybody? Did you understand? All of you? 43 CA, there is no separate question on 43 CA over here. ठीक है, fine. Okay, all of you? So remove this part now. You don't have to do the last two parts, 6 and 7. Why? Look in our textbook itself, because they have removed from ICA text study material also now. But look at our textbook also. That allotments of the units has to be between that particular dates only, which is quite old now. 2021 something. Just a minute, huh? Check. 12/11/20 to 30th June 21. So it was okay till 20 for PY 21-22. But now we are in PY 22-23 na bachcho. Now it doesn't make sense. Clear till here? Are हाँ. So even these things you can remove. Everybody okay? Fine, everybody? Are हाँ. Let's go ahead, everyone. Chalo. Come back to our questions now. Check anything is remaining. I mean, what all is remaining. Mm-hmm. 110 what? Question number 110, Indrajit? 110, there's no question number. What? 110 now? What? 110?
सर आपने अभी अभी वो रिमूव किया ना, उसमें से क्या क्या जरूरी है, मतलब 110
Only one line of the 110%. The remaining part of 120% not required. That table. Ready, everybody? Fourth one. I'll just quickly check from the study material also. A car purchased by Dr. Soman on 10/8/19 for rupees 5,25,000 for personal use is brought into professional use on 1/7/22 by him, when its market value was 2,50,000. It was a first of all, बच्चों, personal asset, car, okay, everybody, but it is a movable asset. No problem till here. Car. Compute the actual cost of the car and the amount of depreciation for AY 23-24. When did he bring it? 1/7. Assuming the rate of depreciation to be 15%. But is this covered in the special cases? Just check quickly. Bringing of personal assets in the business assets. What will be the cost, actual cost for the assessee? Actual original cost or the fair market value? It should be there in the special cases. Not there. That is building, no? Indrajit. Take it, hold on.
Recording stopped.
Check in study material where we find Dr. Soman car. I think this one is there. This one, inventory converted into capital asset, but that is not as. ठीक है, car is. It is not second hand. It was his own car only. अच्छा, see. Okay, so we'll use that language only. चलेगा.
Recording in progress.
Final year? Yeah, we'll write down this only answer, बच्चों. Question number 1 na for our textbook. As per section 43(1). As per section 43(1), actual cost means actual cost of asset to the assessee. Therefore, the original actual cost of rupees how much बच्चों? 5,25,000 will be actual cost. Therefore, depreciation at the rate of 15%. है ना बच्चों? Is how much? The same figure, 78,750, na? All of you? Done? Check here. 43(1). Expression 43(1) says what? The reduction of notional depreciation budget that is applicable only in case of building. Okay, that means if you use your personal building for business purpose, then yes, we take actual cost minus notional depreciation, but that is not the case in case of any other assets. Okay. Come back to the question. Which is remaining now? Tenth. I think you already covered 10th, बच्चों. You have same question in study material also. Yes, everybody. Sorry, हाँ. Did you check it with study material? Did you write it? What is the final answer? What is the total amount of deduction? Anybody? Question number 10. I have discussed that. So should I go ahead then? है ना? My only question, did you check it from study material or no? And is it coming to same answer or no? What we had discussed. Not checked. Hold on.
Recording stopped.
What is the name of the college? K Research Limited. Not there. This question is not in scientific research. Why? No, there's an extra question. This we have covered. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 50,000. This we have covered. ठीक है. It is not there only. I thought it was there. क्या कह रहे हो इंद्रजीत? 4.220. हाँ तो same, but this is for question number 9. 4.220 is for question number 9. ठीक है. 10 का नहीं है वो, ठीक है. No problem. Fine.
Recording in progress.
But what we have discussed is okay, no problem. Okay. K Research Limited and LMN were eligible. ठीक है, no problem. 15 is remaining. Yes, everybody. Ready? Delta Limited credited the following amounts to the account of resident PEs. Resident PEs. Okay. In the month of March. This is obviously 23, बच्चों. Without TDS. Salaries. It's not given to us, huh? What would be the consequence of non-deduction of tax at source by Delta Limited on these amounts during the current year? assuming that resident pays in all cases mentioned below have not paid the tax, if any, which was recorded to be deducted by Delta Limited. Means what, bachcho? Yeah, definitely there is what disallowance, and there will be no allowance also, because the employees, not employees, but the payees, the deductees have bachcho not paid the taxes. Yes, still all of you. Then salary paid to its employees but credited and paid in the month of March 23 outside India. I think it was 48.3. Correct, no? Very good, Indrajit. Yes, ठीक है. And director's remuneration credited in March but paid in April. But what are we talking about? अच्छा, amounts only 48,000. ठीक है. But okay, they have given a deduction. ठीक है. Which is recorded to be deducted by Delta. Would your answer change if Delta Limited has deducted tax on director's remuneration in April 22 at the time of payment and remitted the same in July 22? Okay, bachcho, I think you have to make it 23. I'll just check that again, bachcho, with your study material. Hold on, huh? Hold on. Again, let me just quickly search. Array.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, thanks.
Recording in progress.
Ready, everybody? Same question. March 23. This is March 23, okay? Everything is 23 only. And will your answer change if it was deducted in April 23 but paid in July 23? %, 40 1 है. Why? Check. Non-deduction of tax at source on any sum paid by a salary on which 192 is applicable, or any such sum credited by way of directors on that which 194J is applicable. Whereas in case of salary, the tax has been deducted at the time of payment. In case of director's remuneration, tax has to be deducted at the time of credit or payment, whichever is less, when TDS needs to be done. But so for salary, it is always on payment basis. Whenever you are making payment of salary, that time it should be deducted. Yes, still all of you? But anything, or there are other sections for that. When do you have to deduct the tax? Either bachcho, whenever you book the expenditure or make payment, whichever is earlier. Whichever is what, bachcho? Earlier. See, for salaries, when do you do the TDS? Only at the time of payment, basically on payment basis. If you have not paid salary, you will not do TDS. Yes, still here. But for many of the other sections, when do you have to do TDS? Booking of the expenditure or making of the actual payment, whichever is earlier. That means if right now you have given us provision or P&L debit but not made actual payment, still bachcho, you have to do the TDS. Okay. So in both these cases, bachcho, check when was the salary paid. Was it paid in March 23? Salary given, na? Credited as well as paid in the month of March. Yes, so it is on payment basis. Yes, everybody. So salary on salary, TDS should have been done, but not done. Okay. And for directors, but your booking is in March. Credited means credit in the books of accounts of director, but debited to us, na? So we debited, or we have our expenditures in March 23, but you actually made the director's remuneration payment in April 23. Are you getting my point or no? What is the expenditure? Director's remuneration. When have we debited in our books of accounts? March 23. When have we actually made payment of director's remuneration to the director? April 23. And TDS for director celebration budget will be done on what basis? Booking of expenditure or actual payment, whichever is earlier. So what is earlier? March 23. We should have done TDS Bachcho in March 23. Have we done? We have not done. Okay, everybody. So definitely Bachcho disallowance will be there. Are हाँ. In both the cases, Bachcho 40A, 1A, because TDS was deductible under section 192. Under 192. Was it outside India given to us? No, no, then come in a notebook. Is it resident or sorry? It is resident, na? Resident. What? I have made some changes in the notebook or what? I think I've done some changes. Just a minute, huh?
Recording stopped.
My mistake. Correct. हाँ मतलब if at all you want to match the answer, it is up to you. Okay. If I remove this word, okay. If I pay attention, look in our textbook. Just to keep the answer matching, I am reading that. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Are you everyone there? Are you paying attention? So if I remove this word outside India, what will happen? 40A 1A only, है ना? As it is, बच्चों में making payment to resident pay. But yes, if it is outside India, then 40A 3, है ना बच्चों? Yes, चलिए. So just make that small changes over there. We'll keep the answer matching. I don't want unnecessary confusion over there right now. Okay. So in both the cases, 40A 1A. Ready in the notebook? Question number 15. खुशबू ओके लिया खुशबू TDS on salaries is required under section 192 and TDS on director's remuneration is बच्चों required under section 194J. Okay, everybody. I'm not writing the rates of TDS etc. But basically TDS was not done. Secondly, important. TDS on salaries is done on payment basis. Correct, Leo? Full stop. However, TDS under section 194J is done on due or payment whichever is earlier basis. Did you understand or no? Fine, Delia? All of you okay? Third part. Since TDS was applicable, Okay, and not deducted. Here they have given, no, have not paid the tax. And not deducted. Disallowance बच्चों under section 40A 1A at the rate of 30% applicable. Why? Since payee are resident. Yes, Chilio, all of you? Since payee are resident. Clear? Therefore, disallowance. First part 12 lakhs into 30%, 3,60,000, and B 48,000 into 30% is how much? Tell me, bachcho. 12 and this is how much? 24, 14,400 is it? $374,400. Yes, Chalia? Everybody okay? Now you will answer me, bacho, the next part. Okay? This is done till here, Khushbu. Energy done? Mansi? I hope you have changed the dates over here. It is April 23, okay? And July 23. Okay, you will tell me an answer. So the first case was what no TDS was done at all. Second case they are saying, what if on the director's remuneration, the TDS was done in April. TDS, huh, bacho? TDS was done in April 23 and paid immediately, bacho, in July. What will happen? Disallowance still, or your answer will change? In the current year, bacho, disallowance will be there or not there? Because in the first answer, what have we done? We have done the we have given the disallowance. We have disallowed the expenditure because TDS was not deducted at all, and not deducted, not paid. But in the second case, what is happening? They are deducting in April 23 and paying in July 23. In the current year, bacho, still disallowed. My answer will not change. Yes, still here? And yes, it will be allowed as deduction in the year of payment, which is July 23. They have made the payment. So 23-24, bacho, it will be allowed. Okay, so I'm writing case 2. Case 2. Yes, tell you everybody. Since TD is not deducted during current PY of 2022-23, therefore no change in answer. That is disallowance will be done. Correct, no? Second point, however, it will be allowed as deduction in the year of actual payment it will be allowed as deduction in the year of actual payment, that is When did you make the payment? बच्चों July 23. That is PY 23-24. Fine, everybody? Okay? Ready, all of you? 21. Ready, everybody? Mr. Praveen is engaged in retail trade. Reports a turnover of 1 crore 98 lakh 50,000 for the current year 22-23. His income from said business as per books of account is 13 lakh 20. Retail trade is the only source of income. What bachcho should you suggest him? Should he go for personal taxation or normal scheme? Okay. Is Mr. Praveen eligible to opt for presumptive bachcho? First of all, tell me this. Question number 1, first of all. Is he eligible? Yes, eligible. So I'm writing in short answers, okay? He is eligible. Under section bachcho, which section will take? They have not given you the question. You have to understand. Which section, Khushbu? Will give him 4480, correct. Since he is individual, है ना? Trading business, engage in business. And bachcho, turnover doesn't exceed how much? Rupees 2 crores. है ना बच्चों? Doesn't exceed rupees 2 crores. If so, determine his income for retail trade as per applicable presumptive provision. So we notice either 6% or 8%. Is it okay, everybody? So assuming electronic receipt of payment, and there are conditions, okay, that money should come on or before ROI due date. 6% into bachcho 1 crore 98 lakh 50,000. And next point, assuming cash receipt of payment, %8 of 1 crore 98 lakh 50,000. है ना? Give me the figures, बच्चों. $11,91,000 for 6%, is it? I think. And this 8%, around 15 lakh something. $1,588. Okay, thank you. Okay, that is done. Then third point. In case Mr. Praveen does not opt for presumptive taxation, what are his obligations? Very important. Tell me. Okay. And but more important than that, Indrajit, correct. See, you may have two choices that you are going for 40 or 80 presumptive or you are not going for 40 or 80 presumptive. If you don't go for presumptive, but your turnover is bachcho more than 1 crore, no. So audit budget will be definitely applicable. Okay? Are हाँ. So I'm writing your since or if 40 or 80 is not opted. है ना? Is not opted. And since turnover exceeds, I'm not doing that assumption of 10 crores wala. I'm doing right now assumption of only 1 crore limit. Since turnover exceeds rupees 1 crore, therefore tax audit or audit under section is applicable, and therefore he also needs to maintain all books of accounts under section 44AA. Yes, still all of you? Is it okay? Fourth one, again very interesting, nice part. What is the due date of filing his return of income under both the options? If 40 or 80 opted and thus 40 or AB tax audit not applicable. Yes, still here? Therefore, ITR, income tax return due date for individual. If 40 or AD opted and thus 40 or AB tax audit is not applicable, the ITR due date for individual non-audit case. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? Non-audit case is bachcho 31st July. That is, it will be bachcho 31st July 2023 for the current year. Non-audit, did you understand? Non-audit case. If tax audit is not applicable, we call it as non-audit. No audit case. Understood clear all of you? If 40 were AD not opted, and thus what is happening, bachcho? 40 were AB is getting applicable. Therefore, ROI due date, or basically ITR due date, is 31st October. Both of them I have not written, bachcho, under section 139(1). Fine till here? Done? Kushbu okay? So 31st July and October we have seen. Next one, 22. I think we have not, so why I left it, I don't know. An assessee owns a light commercial vehicle. A means single. For 9 months, 15 days. How many months will it take? The 31st July is your birth date. Wow, wow, wow. You will not enjoy. when you start with articleship. Boss will say postpone your birthday. Okay, so 9 months, 10, 15 days, बच्चों we're going to take बच्चों 10 months. Yes, चलिए light commercial vehicle. A medium goods vehicle, medium they are saying, for 9 months, and a medium goods. So basically they are not saying heavy goods, heavy vehicle, for 12 months. Computers income under 44E. Can we do it in rough बच्चों? One light commercial vehicle, months I'm writing बच्चों here 10. Then one medium commercial vehicle, whatever, but 9 months, and a medium goods vehicle for 12 months. Okay, so one again medium goods vehicle for 12 months. It is what, 7,500 rupees per hour, na everybody? So 7,500 per month into 10 months, 7,500 into 9 months, and 7,500 into 12 months. Yes, Chalio? You can take total also 12, 21, 31, whatever you want to do. Chalo, tell me 22 lakhs around, I don't know, 2 lakhs 25 or whatever it is, around 2.5 lakhs. Give me the figure total बच्चों. हजारों में किसी 232. तस्वीरें सी. Is it okay, everybody? It was a lengthy chapter. MCQs, but you will do it on your own. Okay, I mean at least try it. MCQs. मिली है एक रांझा और हीर जैसी. Covered all the questions. 35. Some questions, just try it at least. Okay. Look at the question. No? Let's try it at least. Okay, everybody. We as it is have to do that MCQ booklet of income tax also later on. So that covers all these questions. Okay, everybody. End of PGBP then. है ना? Okay. Everybody. Finally, one of the lengthiest chapter. Little bit scary for most of them. I don't know but why. Because there are lots of provisions. But it is. I find this chapter very logical. I don't like salaries honestly, because there are unnecessary calculation in salaries which has different logic itself. Okay, 2 children allowed, 1 children not allowed, then twins allowed, gratuity 15/20 and all of that. They have different rules for different calculations. So salary is little bit, in fact, lots of things. And then again, for every purpose there can be different types of salary. PGBP in fact is one of the nicest and logical chapter. Okay. Fine. So that is it for income tax for today. PGBP is done. Okay. Fine.
Recording stopped.
I'll meet you for law in 20 minutes. 11:50 we start with law. चलेगा? चलो. Bye bye.